Welcome to the King Tales. Thank you for the love and support. Let's dive in. No, please don't do this. Help me. They call her witch. They say she has stolen all the love and affection their parents give them. We must kill her. Midday said, let's bury her alive. Bannerly added they hated her so much they would do anything to get rid of her. But what they didn't know was this child is no ordinary one. Their decision will shake the kingdom. Let's go back to how it all began. But before I start, please subscribe, like, and comment. This keeps me encouraged. Also, do let me know where you are watching from. I would like to know which part of the world my amazing friends are watching from. Enjoy, music, the story. The sun was very hot in the village of Ilio. It was so hot that the red dirt on the ground cracked. In one small house lived Mr. Do and his wife Omuta. They had 3 daughters and Mr. Dao has been looking for a male child. One day, Omola went to the river. She knelt down crying and begging the river to grant her a son. The river goddess appeared to her. She told her she would give birth to a special child who would change her family forever. 9 months later, she gave birth to a girl named Sime. Sime was a miracle. When she was born, she was not like any other child. She had very long hair that wrapped around her tiny body. Sime was a target. She had 3 older sisters, Ta, Boloni, and Midday, girls whose beauty could not mask their hearts of dry wood, always ready to ignite with envy. They hated Sime deeply. One morning, the sisters went to the river to fetch water, and Sime followed, carrying a heavy pot on her head but walking like a queen. Her long hair was wrapped in a beautiful cloth. Look at her, Ta whispered. She thinks she is so special. She doesn't even scrub the floors like we do. Mother is too afraid she might trip on that hair. Boloni's eyes glared with fury. All the boys in the village bring her gifts. I am the oldest, they should be bringing gifts to me. Midday, the youngest, was crueler than the others. Mother and father love her more, she said. They give her the biggest piece of meat, the best place to sleep. She is still alive in our lives. We must make her go away. Sime felt a dark energy at home. She tried to be kind, doing her sisters' chores and giving them her precious beads, but the more she gave, the more they hated her. One afternoon, when the sun scorched the earth and even lizards hid under rocks, her parents were away, her father at the farm, her mother at the market. The sisters came for her. We found a secret place in the bush with red flowers, To said sweetly, but it was a lie. Sime's eyes lit up. She loved flowers. Really? You found flowers for me? Yes, Midday said, holding a basket, but we must hurry before sunset. Sime followed them, walking past goats, past houses, and into the thick forest. She felt fear prickling her heart. It is very far, she whispered, clutching her hair so it would not snag on thorns. Boloni laughed cruelly. Soon, they reached a clearing of green and yellow grass, at the center of which lay a deep hole. They had spent 3 days digging it. Where are the flowers? Sime asked. The sisters turned, their faces no longer sweet but red with anger. There are no flowers. Ta shouted, grabbing Sime's hair. You think you are a queen? Midday pushed her into the pit. Let's see how pretty you are when stuck in the dirt. Sime cried, please. I haven't done anything wrong. But her sisters shouted that she was stealing their lives and shoved her into the darkness. She hit the bottom with a painful thud. Her sisters threw branches over the hole, hiding it. Goodbye. Now the village will forget you, they yelled before returning home, claiming a tiger had eaten her because of her long hair. Sime lay in the mud, alone and frightened. Mama, Papa, please help me, she cried, but no one could hear. Only the forest listened. Just as despair crept in, she heard a low grumble, then a voice, who is down there? Sime froze. My name is Sime. Please help me, she cried. The voice replied, hold on, I will get you out. Out of the shadows appeared a large, strong monkey with charcoal-colored fur and eyes full of human sadness. Are you going to eat me? Sime whispered. No, he said. I am not a monster. The monkey climbed into the pit and carried Sime on his back, dodging the thorns her sisters had strewn. When they emerged from the dark forest, Sime shook. I cannot go home, my sisters will kill me. The monkey's eyes softened. Your sisters did this to you? I have a place for you, a tall stone tower where no one goes. They walked until the tower appeared, with no doors or stairs. You must go to the top, the monkey said, lifting her to a small window. Inside, the room was filled with soft leaves and blankets. Do not open the window for anyone but me. When you hear hoot hoot clack, it is me, he instructed. Days passed. Sime lived in the tower, lonely but safe. Each day the monkey brought food, and every night, the signal would make her heart leap. Lonely, she sang her mother's soft songs, and one day her sisters heard her. They argued below, but she stayed hidden, terrified they would find her. At night, the monkey climbed up to her, bringing comfort and stories of the forest and stars. He combed the tangles from her hair. Why are you so kind? Sime asked. Because you are beautiful not just in hair but in heart, he replied. Sime realized she no longer saw a monkey but a friend, someone who loved her more than her own sisters ever could. She kissed him on his fuzzy cheek. Suddenly, the tower glowed, and when the light faded, a handsome man in gold thread stood before her. I am Prince Odi, he said. Your kiss broke the curse. I was once a proud man, turned into a monkey by a spirit. Your kindness saved me. Sime's joy mingled with fear as she remembered her sisters and the pit. Come with me to my kingdom, you will be loved and worshipped. But Sime wanted her parents to see her alive. Prince Odi promised protection, and they returned to her village. The villagers gasped, the girl with golden hair had returned. Sime's parents cried in relief. Her sisters, consumed by jealousy, glared with fear and anger. That night, the sisters entered her room under false apologies. Midday, hiding a rusty knife, struck, hacking Sime's hair. But the hair turned into wriggling green snakes that crowned her head, and her eyes glowed with a terrifying light. The sisters fled in horror. Sime, now a fearsome figure, ran back to the stone tower, hiding from the prince. Yet, even in darkness, the signal reached her. The prince stepped toward Sime. The snakes on her head hissed angrily, their yellow eyes flashing and ready to strike. But he did not flinch or look at the snakes. He looked straight into Sime's tearful eyes. When I was a monkey, you did not run away, he said softly. You saw the man inside the beast. Now let me see the girl inside the snakes. He gently cupped her face in his hands. The curse could not touch him, his love was stronger than any magic. Leaning in, he kissed her softly. The hissing stopped immediately. One by one, the snakes shrank, transforming back into long, golden silk. Sime's hair flowed down to the floor, more radiant than ever. She was herself again. The prince brought Sime to his palace, but he did not forget her sister's cruelty. Guards were sent to the village to fetch Midday's stone statue. It was placed at the palace gates with a wooden sign around its neck, here stands a girl who had a heart of stone. So now her body is stone too. Thor and Bologna were made to serve in the palace, walking past the statue every morning as a reminder that hate only breeds coldness. Sime and Prince Odi lived happily ever after. Her hair remained long and golden, and she used her power to ensure every child in the kingdom felt loved, no matter how different they looked. Her parents moved into the palace, living in comfort and joy. The sun does not ask the moon for permission to shine, and the river does not stop flowing because someone throws a stone. If you spend your days digging a pit for another, you are only building a grave for your own happiness. A heart of gold will always find a crown, but a heart of stone will turn to rock. Love sees the person, hate sees only the surface. Be like silk, soft, strong, and beautiful from within.